All right, guys, welcome back to the AGTV, the Average Guys. So today we have another desktop review for you, and we're looking at OTF, out the front blades. So we have 5 knives here, ranging from $44 all the way up to $500. Yes, $500. So let's get into it. So the first one we have here is the Viper-Tech. So the Viper-Tech is also known as, this one, is also known as the Grey Ghost Thin Man OTF. It's a dagger blade and it runs for about $44.95. It has a glass breaker on it as well. The next one we have here is called the Serrated Viper. This is also OTF. This one runs for about $49.95. This one also has a glass breaker on the back. Next in line here, we have the M&P. This one has a kind of a weird name. It's called the MP OTF 10, right? MP OTF 10. This one also has a glass breaker. This one runs for about $79. Next, we have the Microtech. This one is the Microtech Dirac Tactical. This one is $354. Also has a glass breaker on the back. And the last one is the Combat Troodon. This is the Gen 3. This one runs for about $511. And this one has a glass breaker on the back as well. It's a more modern design. This is their one of their latest designs. So let's get into it. All right, let's take a look at the Tin Man Grey Ghost. All right, it's a nice design, nice sleek design. That's the glass breaker. Let's see. Not bad. All right, let's take a look at the Serrated Viper. This one was featured. Actually, these two were featured in one of our previous videos. All right, you can check that out as well. This one has a safety lock on it right here. Glass breaker on the back. And this is somewhat a unique design. And I'll show you why in a minute. All right. So to retract the blade, you have to press this little button right here. And then you can get the blade to retract. All right. Now to eject the blade, same thing, you just push forward. So let's see if we can demonstrate that. I tried to set up the camera here so you guys can get a good view, and I'm a little limited on, I guess I'm a little limited on screen space. All right, let's see. Ready? Not bad, right? So you can deploy this upside down, right? You can deploy this straight out. Let's try that. Definitely a weird design. Okay, so here we go. Boom. All right, maybe if I turn it sideways, you'll see it better. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2. Okay. All right. Put that one there. Next we have is the M&P. Let's take a look at this. Very similar design, but it's a different type of blade. Right? Very similar design. Different type of blade. This one actually have the button on the side. Same thing here. You got to press down there to release the blade and then come back. Okay, so this is what you use right here to retract the blade. There's like too much happening here with this. They might have overcomplicated this to make it safe, I guess. So this is what you use to retract the blade. This is what you use to release the blade right here. And to deploy the blade, this button right here. Let's see. Ready? Not bad. Let's try that again. So press that to release the blade, that to retract the blade, and let's see. Try this way. All right, see that? Definitely will take some getting used to. Yeah, definitely take some getting used to. So $49 blade, $70 blade, all these pushing and pulling and mechanical stuff, right? Microtech. Okay, so why is Microtech so expensive at that $350 knife, and it's about the size of the, look at that. You see that? I know black gloves was not the way to go here, but I'm sorry, guys. Okay. It's about the same size as the gray ghost, the gray man, tin man, whatever. I've actually had this one engraved. This one has serrations on one side, straight edge on the other. This is like a aircraft type aluminum. It's a very light knife and very strong design. Um, I mean, it's is it worth $350? The build quality is definitely there, but it's still a lot for such a small knife. However, if this knife could withstand the test of time and the blade quality, and one of the things about Microtech knives is they hold the blade quality. It you know, the knives, they stay sharp, they endure, right? They endure. So, and then the mechanism, it's just, look at that, effortless, right? Effortless. Not all that pushing and pulling and all the other stuff, right? Let's see, can I deploy it with my, okay, definitely want to do it this way. All right, nice little fidgeter. Expensive fidgeter, right? But yeah, when it's closed, I know, look at that, it disappeared in my hand. Black gloves. See, you can't even see it with a closed fist. Glass breaker right there. Deploy the blade right there. All right. You see me doing my little antics there? All right. Now, let's look at big money. So, why would you get a $500 blade? Who in their right mind would get a $500 blade? Well, one of the things is these things come with a somewhat of a lifetime warranty. You can pass this down generation to generation. And like I said, these blades are designed to last. Very lightweight, very easy to carry. The quality is definitely there. The sharpness of the blade, you can cut almost any and everything, and it will still hold the sharpness. Obviously, we're talking realistic here, right? We're not talking let's go cut a metal rod or something. But I mean, just look at this thing. I know some of you would say, hey man, you could have gotten a Glock 19 for that. But some of you will also say, what a beauty. Now, Gen 3. Why Gen 3? This has a lot of upgrades. Okay. One of the things they upgrade was this switch right here. They made it a lot easier to deploy. For example, look at this. On most Microtechs, you can't deploy the blade that effortlessly. It takes a little bit of effort because what they didn't want was for the blade to deploy in your pocket. Now, coming back out, see that? Coming back out, it's taken some effort. But to retract the blade, it did not. Now let's deploy the blade. Look at that. What a beauty. What a beauty. Yeah, this knife is definitely a head turner. And an eye squinger too, because after you pay for it, you're like, ooh. Don't tell the wife, okay? I've been hiding this knife for a long time. She hasn't seen it. So hopefully she doesn't see this video. Look at the glass breaker. It's like their futuristic upgraded design. I have a couple other Microtechs. My son actually has one that he took. I have the SOCOM Elite. That's my everyday knife. I cut almost everything with that knife. And we also have the MSI, Microtech MSI. Let's take a look at look at the difference in the glass breaker. Can you see that? All right, upgraded design or updated, I might say. Now you're probably wondering, what's the length of that blade? Let's take a look. So, with the blade out, get you a little bit of, see that? You saw my little thing there? Okay. So, with the blade out, it sits across all four of these knives. And let me get my hands out there, make sure I don't cut my hand. Okay. Look at that. That's the length of this blade. Well, not the blade, the whole knife. The length of the blade. I believe it's got that 4-inch. I could be wrong. I'm sorry I didn't do the research on it, but it's about 4 inches. It's a legal size. Legal size blade, but it's got about a 6-inch handle on it, right? So definitely a blade that you would, I don't know. I believe there's a similar blade to this, is what John Wick used in John Wick 2 with that scene with him and Uncommon in the train. Remember when he stuck the blade in his what you call that thing? Anyway, right in between his chest. Okay, so yeah, all right, beautiful knife. Let's see if we can move these guys aside and give it a little bit of screen time here. Look at this thing. What a beauty. What a beauty. Got the 2024 stamp. What does this one have? This one has 2024 stamp as well. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can't. I don't know. So both are 2024 stamp. Do you know what that means? I don't know if it's focusing. All right. Fortuna Adiuvat. Fortune favors the bold. All right. All right. Let's get down to it. The moment we've been waiting for. Okay. So let's see what the gray man can do. Let's see how sharp the gray man is. Okay. See that? Sometimes cheap isn't always, don't get me wrong, it will, it's a little wiggle in the blade. It will stab, but, right? But will it cut? See that? At certain angles, it's actually tearing the paper. It's not dull, but test the sharpness of a blade by cutting paper. If you can cut paper, it'll cut. All right, let's take a look at the Microtech charade here. Let's see. All right, ready? Now you see that? That's sharp. That's what it's supposed to do. Oh, spoke too soon? Did I speak too soon? Okay, no. Okay? That's what it's supposed to do. Now let's see. Gotta watch my fingers here, guys. All right, so it'll definitely stab, and it's sharp. I mean, obviously it will stab. Oh, let's check the blade and see what kind of... Not a lot of wiggle in the blade. This is more sturdy than this is. Okay, let's move this to the side. Next one we have here, we're gonna do the M&P. Oh, wow. Without a doubt. The M&P is very sharp. I'm actually impressed with that. Gotta watch my fingers here. All right. Yeah. The M&P, guys, definitely sharp. Okay. So now to the $350 knife. And believe it or not, this is the first time I'm going to cut something with it. I'm about to cry. So let's see. Let's see what we're paying this money for. Okay, ready? Whew. Oh, thank God. Huh. Yeah, this paper is no joke, man. Let me tell you, it's not your regular piece of, it's not a book page, I'll tell you that. don't know. It's definitely sharp, but this paper is giving it a run for its money. There we go. There we go. Okay. So the serrated side is definitely handling business. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I ran out of paper, so I won't be able to use this one. Nah, just kidding. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this one, the biggest knife and the smallest piece of paper, right there, such as life. Let's take a look here. Let's see. All right. Look at the size of this thing. Ooh, mama. All right. Ready? Oh yeah. That's what you get for $500, baby. All day long. $500. I'm crying cutting this paper with my $500 knife, but yes, did not disappoint. Oh, there you go, guys. Did not disappoint. Microtech Troodon. I'm glad I was able to demonstrate this for you guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Be safe. I'm out.